What's going on, guys? The real D'Lo here, and we are back. And we're doing a little chatting stream uh, to kind of talk about what I'm doing and just tell people who have either subbed or followed or commented or liked or supported me what I got going. I haven't been streaming a ton lately. Obviously, you can only see there's like one a week, like one every 10 days. Let me look at my channel to see how far back I am even. Let's see here. Like going to my channel right now and looking at my videos, I streamed 7 days ago, 25 days ago, last month, and I was on a pretty good consistent stretch when when Hogwarts Legacy first came out. There's periods and times in your life as an adult, and someone who works 40 hours a week and has a family and a son and a wife and all that, where you can play a lot of games. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you have the energy to play a lot, and sometimes you don't. So currently right now, what I'm up to is I haven't been playing a lot of video games, and when I do, I try to play with my buddies. We're getting into the spring and summer months in my town in California. Now that this gnarly rain is gone, where, like, honestly, I love riding my e-bike and going outdoors and stuff and all that. But more, so it just takes you away from video gaming. So my time is really dedicated to hanging out with my friends. Like right now, my buddy got a PGA, so me and him playing the new PGA game, the Masters. And then my other buddies play Fortnite, so I play with them. And I want to play Hogwarts by myself, but I haven't really even been playing that, to be honest. Last time I played it was on this stream. So I may stream it on occasion, but overall, I'm probably not going to stream video games on Twitch as a normal thing. Or anywhere for that matter. I'm probably going to keep video games for hanging out with buddies and enjoyment, and then use Twitch or YouTube or whatever I feel like doing just to maybe make some content on occasion. Also, my wife is insanely talented, and she is a walking man. She's like she's a creator, dude. She's so good. So what I'm gonna do is help her with her business for a while, be the good husband, and focus on her because she's more creative than me. She knows she's so good. So what I have here is I have her. This is her page right here. I'm gonna move it over to this. Ooh, hold on. Let's do this. Is this gonna change the size of it? Kind of changes the size of it a little bit. Let me unlock it. Let me move me too. So if I take me, and I shrink me down. Won't let me grab it. Every once in a while, this thing does that. I think it's because it's trying to grab this. Cool. I just click on it. It's not giving my icons to drag it around, so that's really fun. Cool. Thanks, Streamlabs, for making it easy. Let me relock them. Doesn't matter. Yeah, screw it. Whatever. It's over here on the left. You can see me going through it on the screen. Let me see if it's bigger if I do this. It's big enough. Anyways, check it out. I can make it really big. I can put me over here. Oh, that looks way better. Okay, here we go. So this is her main page right here. This is her link tree. Has all her stuff on it. She runs an Etsy shop where she does patterns and plushies for crochet stuff. So we're gonna click on this and go to her page. So this is her page where she sells stuff, and she does these patterns, and she's like a hardcore crocheter. So she does all this. She's super, super awesome. Like right now, a bunch of people have these in their cart and stuff. She's amazing. So there's that. And then here's her links, her Amazon affiliate links with the items she buys. And then here's her Instagram. So if you look, here's her Instagram and all of her amazing stuff on here that she does because she's fantastic. She's so talented and creative and amazing and beautiful and smart and all that. So we're going to focus on her business for a little bit. And then lastly, you have her TikTok and her YouTube. So let's go to her YouTube. So here's her YouTube right here. Beautiful page. And she's starting to upload there too. 1,000 views here, a couple hundred here and there. So she's going to focus on this, and this is her link tree. I put it in the description below. She's hardcore crocheter and patterns, and she does really well. Sometimes she goes to shows, and she can make some money on these shows that she does around town. And she loves it, and I can help support her because if she focuses on creation and I focus on kind of the back side of things, we can be a good team and, hopefully make some money doing that, especially since it's residual. You want passive income. And so we're going to try to focus on that. My streaming's kind of fun, but sometimes when I stream too much, it feels like a job, and I don't want it to feel like a job. I want to have fun. So what I'm going to focus on is Dallas Cowboys draft, because that's the best part of the year for me, helping her and then enjoying my time with my family. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I just want to get on here and say that to anyone who's subbed or subscribed, that's kind of what I'm going to be focusing on. So let's pull up mock draft. So we're going to do a Dallas Cowboys mock draft. We're going to do it with the NFL mock draft database, right? Good ads. Thanks for the ads. Great. Appreciate the ads. We're going to go Dallas Cowboys. We're going to go 5 rounds fast. We're going to enter the draft room. We're going to kill these ads here. Okay. There you go. We can see what we're dealing with, right? You can see it right there. Oh, why is my screen weird? Look at my screen. It's weird. That's weird. Can I make this bigger? Can I make it full screen? Ooh, that didn't work. How about that? It's doing some goofy thing at the bottom. See that? Weird. I'm trying to fix it. It doesn't look like that on my screen. I'm wondering why it's looking that. It's like doing some duplicate thing. Let's close this out. Let me open a screen again. I'm going to pop over here. And let me open it up. Mock Draft Simulator. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm going to be honest. It's doing some goofy thing. But either way, I think you guys can see what's going on. So if I close this, and I go Dallas Cowboys, and I go 5 rounds, and I go fast mock draft, and I enter the room. Please don't show me skip anymore. That looks better. Okay. We're good. So here's our 5-round mock draft. We're going to go and start the draft. The reason I'm going to do 5 rounds is because I can get through 5 rounds, and I know a lot of the players. I don't know a lot of 6th and 7th round players. So in this scenario, let's only accept realistic stuff and stuff that we would really do. But preferably, we're just going to stick and pick. Okay, number 1, round 1. 126 for 235 and a 5th. If you want to come up to the first round, you're jumped up 10 spots. You're giving me a 7th and a 5th. Screw that. Pass. Go down to 34. I'm dropping, 8 spots or so. And a 4th and a 6th. It doesn't feel like I'm getting a really great value there, and I'm losing the 5th-year option for a 4th round pick. Nah, it is pick number 105, which is solid. Then there's 381, and then there's 24. So to be honest, the only one I would even consider is this. The question is, would you really want to give up your 5th-year option for a 4th round pick? I'm gonna say no. So we're gonna look at the board. Will Levis is in there, and I bet you people would want to come up for him, so we're probably going to get a better haul. Nolan Smith is there. That's super responsible. If I'm going to do big board, my highest rated player is probably, let's see here. Let me switch this over real quick. Bada bing, bada boom. Shrink this down. Click that. There we go. That looks better. So here's looking at this list, here's what would be in consideration in my opinion. And then we're going to have, it's kind of a two-way conversation here. No, it's 3. Number 1, is the player worth the pick, right? That should always be your question. Number 2, does the player have a place on the team? Because Will Levis might be your highest rated player. But if you are like, no, we're committed to Dak let's say they just signed Dak, right? For a 4-year deal, no extension. Why use a first-round pick on a quarterback that's not going to play? People are like, well, you should always draft a quarterback. Well, not in the first. If you have Pat Mahomes, don't use a first-round pick on a quarterback, even if he's your best player. Pray someone comes up. You could select him and try to like trade him or something, but that's shady business. We don't need Will Levis, so that's out. Bijan Robinson fits a short. Okay, so number 1, is the player worth the pick? Number 2, does the player fit on the team? Number 3, for me, it's short-term need and long-term need. Does it fit both in the first round? Bijan, short-term, he can start right now. What if Pollard's not ready? Long-term, Pollard's on a 1-year deal. Bijan makes a lot of sense. Is he worth the pick? Yeah, he's the highest rated player on the board that's a non-quarterback. Okay. Number 3, does he fit short? Like, he fits everything. Bijan makes sense. Nolan Smith. This is a big conversation. A lot of people say, take your edge. Well, Nolan Smith's an interesting prospect. I think he's going to be a good player. Does he fit the short-term need? No. Does he fit the long-term need? Yeah. Tank's got what? This year? Is this year his final year? Next year? You got Dorrance Armstrong on a 1 year. 1 year left or 2 years left? I think he signed last year. I think he signed a 3-year deal. I think you can walk away from him after this year. But I like Dorrance Armstrong. He's been a solid player. Dante Fowler's on a 1, so he doesn't count. So you have Micah, Tank, Dorrance, and Sam Williams. You do have 4 guys. Do you need him short term? No. Could you use him? Hell yeah. Is he long term? Yeah. Is he worth the pick? Probably. So that makes sense. Branch, pass. I'm just not going to do that, right? I'm not going to do a first round on safety. Because my most important thing, if I'm Mike McCarthy and I'm pounding the table and I'm on the last year of my contract, I need to win now. So how do I win now? Who's my best impact player now? Well, it's Bijan Robinson, Mozzie Smith, Darrell Washington, Will McDonald, Jamar Gibbs. I love Jamar Gibbs. Emmanuel Forbes, Jalen Hyatt. Those are the guys that are worth the first round pick. So you got to ask yourself, which one? Me? My board? Oh, there's another question you should ask yourself, and it's draft sequencing. I found that taking a running back later in the draft provides more value because there's good runners later. And I also found that with tight end, and I found that with wide receiver unless a stud drops. So I would like to trade back. If I'm in this situation, I have like 6 or 7 guys here at the end I like, and my stars have fallen. Is Zay Flowers here? No. Zay Flowers ain't here. Who else do I love? No. Offensive tackle. Nope. Interior offensive lineman is a big need. So these are my kind of guys that I would love. JMS, John Michael Schmitz, love him. I think he could plug in as your left guard and switch to center. Steve Avila is obviously a starting left guard in my opinion right away. He can also play center. Cody Mock is actually pretty good, but I like Joe Tippmann better. He's giant, but he's a really good player. Luke Whipple, I'm not so high on. And then the rest of the guys are kind of down the roster guys. So I have a bunch of options here and that will be available when I pick. I have guys that will be available when I pick. Who won't be available when I pick? Well, I guess Nolan Smith makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Mozzie Smith makes a lot of sense. I would take Dexter Glover. I would take Kobe Turner. I would take Jacqueline Roy, Morrow. So there's some guys down there. And Mozzie, to me, is kind of a space eater. He would be taking snaps rotating with Jonathan Hankins. Jonathan Hankins gets hurt again. Boom, we got him. Plus, Jonathan Hankins is only on a 1-year deal. So trade down. That's the answer. Let's trade. You want to come up, Arizona? Who was it that wanted to come up? I think it was Arizona. I think they were offering me a 4th, right? Yeah. Let's switch. Arizona, can you give me your 3rd? If Arizona said, hey, you can have my 3rd 96, well, just out of kicks, if Arizona's desperate, let's just say they're desperate. Would they offer us 66? No, it wouldn't. You can have my 129. So this pick, this would be awesome, dude. Think about this. You're taking your 4th and turning it into a 3rd, taking a 129 coming way up. I don't think they would do that. It feels a little unrealistic. This feels a little smaller. It says I'm giving too much. Oops, sorry. There you go. That's kind of fair. It says it's giving them a little more value, but I feel like this is realistic. Listen, we'll come up and we'll swap third-round picks. Who says no? Because this looks good. Let's do it. We're going to trade that out. Okay? It's rolling. We're letting it roll. Okay. Now, we're picking at 234. Someone says, hey, you want to come down 6 and get an extra 4th? Maybe. You want to come down 3 and get an extra 5th? That doesn't sound bad. Do you want to come down 10 and get up another 2nd? This is unrealistic. Please don't do this. Don't do that. That's just stupid. Do you want to come down 2 and get a 3rd? That's unrealistic in my opinion. No one's going to do that either. Let's stick and pick. Let's see what we got. Jamar Gibbs is still sitting there at 34. Manuel Forbes is sitting there. Jalen Hyatt's there. We have multiple interior offensive line, don't we? Who went off the board? So they came up for Zay Flowers. Wait. I swear Zay wasn't on the board when we were picking. We're 26, right? Zay wasn't on that board when we were picking. I would have picked Zay Flowers, just to be clear. We picked 26, right? Am I losing my mind? Am I losing my mind? We must pick. Lost my mind. I don't know what we pick anymore. 28? Are we picking 28? Guys, I'm crazy. I'm crazy. One sec. Package now arriving today. Thanks, Amazon. I'm sorry. I'm having a complete brain meltdown. When do we pick? Is it 26 or 28? I thought it was 20. It is 26. So they're saying they came up for Zay Flowers. I would pick Zay Flowers in the first. He's one of the receivers that I would pick. Anyway, so we made the trade. We're at 34, 58, 66, 121, 69. All right. Here's who's on the board. Darnell Washington, Jamar Gibbs, Manuel Forbes, Jalen Hyatt. Drew Sanders is a good player. Jack Campbell's a good player. JMH. Interior offensive line. We can get Steve Avila here. I'm addressing interior line because you can't address it very well later. So we're going to take Avila. Took Avila, guys. Now, let's look at the next available best player on the board. We come to the second round. We need to be looking at running back. Now we've lost our top guys. I'm not interested in running back in the second. Receivers, bunch of dudes available, including Marvin Mims, who I love. Already did interior defensive tackle. Ika's there. Dexter's there. We're okay. The cornerbacks. Don't love my second round cornerbacks. Let's go to all. Sam Laporta makes a lot of sense. I think he could fit in. Now you're getting him in the second. You add him into this room, and you have the most dynamic room. Henley's a really good player. I think linebacker. I think he could really come in and fill your linebacker role. But I like our linebacker depth, and I want our young guys to get it. So we're gonna take an impact player here. Tight end. How many guys would I want on my team? I want these 4 guys on my team in. Schoonmaker, Kuntz, Kraft, and Laporta. Could probably pick one up next round. Receivers, which ones? I think Marvin Mims is a bit better than Tillman and Dell. I have Mims pretty high up there. He's my highest rated, so I would love Mims. But we could pick a... Man, Mims is the best player by far. Defensive tackle, I think we got a few available. We're about to pick again, too, by the way. So let's go ahead and take a Mims here. Okay, Mims in a second. Now, they're saying we're going to come up. You can have every one of our picks in the world. No, thanks, dude. Chill. All right, we've taken a wide receiver, taken interior offensive lineman, so we should be looking at defensive linemen. You got Dexter available. He matches the value. Kobe is available. Roy. So we got a few guys, but we're getting a little thin. I'm leaning Dexter. Tight ends, you do have Laporta floating around there, and Kuntz. You have 2 or 3 guys available there. Linebacker, you still have Henley there. Henley makes a lot of sense, excuse me. Let's go to overall value. Laporta's probably the best player on my board at this point. I think defensive tackle gets a little thin later, so let's take Dexter. Long ways down to 129 from 66. Okay, so now we're here in the 4th round. This is my sweet spot for my running backs and tight ends. Tight ends, I have 2 guys on the board that I would take. We need to maybe take one. Oh man, we lost a lot of our running backs. I have Izzy, who they have rated later. And I have Zach Evans. Those are the only 2 runners I have on the board. At 129, Zach Evans is probably my number 1 rated guy. So I'm going to take him. I like Zach Evans a lot. No. Oh man, tight end. He's my highest rated player. Zach Evans is my highest rated player in the 4th, so we're taking him. So we grabbed a runner in the 4th, which I've said multiple occasions is the sweet spot for running backs. And then my last one that we need, I would like to take a tight end, honestly. But let's look at value. Another defensive lineman wouldn't hurt. Cornerback wouldn't be bad. Who do we got in corner? They have Trice down here. He ain't making it to the 5th. So I can't pick him. I don't like any of the other guys. Or took our runner, tight end. We lost our tight ends. I don't like any of the tight. So it kind of got wiped here, guys. In this situation, we have, how about our quarterbacks? Let's take Aiden O'Connell. There's our backup. Peace out, Cooper Rush. We got our backup. This is what I would do. So if I walked away with a starting left guard, in my opinion, wide receiver number 3, heck, call him wide receiver number 4 and put Tolbert number 5, that is depth at wide receiver. All of a sudden, our wide receiver room is lit. This helps our defense. Dexter will plug right in. Goodbye, Gallimore. He's in there immediately. Gallimore can see you later, or maybe Quentin Bohanna see you later. Probably Gallimore. Gallimore doesn't give you a whole lot, in my opinion, unless he has a breakout year. Zach Evans becomes, honestly, running back 2 immediately. We can cut the Ronald Jones, who we just signed. No disrespect to him. He's a good veteran, but Zach Evans would be better. And then Aiden O'Connell takes over. These are 5 dudes who come in and contribute day 1. There's your Dallas Cowboy fix, mock draft. I'm going to save this, and I'm going to go ahead and post this to my Twitter. Okay? You can catch it on my Twitter. Follow me there. I may or may not stream here shortly. I may or may not. I'm probably going to do more Dallas Cowboy content, but I'm going to play a lot of video games offline. So there you go. So I just want to come on here and tell you what I'm doing. I'm trying to be transparent. Not that big of a deal. There's only, honestly, probably about 5 people who watch this video. But hey, thank you to the 5 people who do, because it's awesome having engagement with people. So taking a little break. Might be on tomorrow. Might do some Dallas Cowboys stream. Probably will. What I'm looking for, guys, is I'm looking for someone who enjoys Dallas Cowboys and draft content that we can do some dueling mock drafts together and have different opinions. That would be neat. There's a lot of people that do it. If I can get one guy out there to say, yeah, let's make a stream together, let's do it. So I'm going to post this on my Twitter and YouTube and whatnot, and we'll catch you later. I'm going to actually be streaming on YouTube moving forward, probably for the NFL draft content, because not everybody has a Twitch. So and everybody has YouTube. So there you go. Peace out, guys. Thank you so much. Look in the link below. I'm going to link my wife's tree in there. If you guys could go check it out, that'd be cool. Support the cause, super talented lady. And show it to your wife or your kids. They love it. Trust me. Have a good day. Happy Easter to everybody. Peace and love. Love everybody. Be cool to everybody. You never know what anybody's going through. Thanks, Jeff Kavanaugh, for the saying. Peace.